it's Nick Burge at theefficientme.com. Today marked the day of a 6-month journey for us at The Efficient Me. We've come down here to the London Excel, to the Best You Conference Expo, just to share some stories of what success looked like, a broad range of successes from the people in this really positive space. I hope you find this useful. Morning, brother.
For me, it's time freedom. You can get money back, you can spend money and get it back. You can't spend time and get time back. So for me, success is having the time to do what you want, when you want, wherever you want in the world, and still be able to earn that income.
So success to me is both subjective and objective. I've had experience in objective success, which is having medals, trophies, certificates, physical pats on the back, and people saying things, which is objective. But then subjective side of it, it's very much a case of what you wanted to achieve in a given situation, actually having that result happen, or being able to frame it in a way that you can pull success out of it, even if it didn't work out exactly how you wanted. I like to think about it like collecting.
So success to me, despite the journey, isn't only about the journey. Actually, it's a three-part thing. Part of it is, of course, the journey and the professional bit of it, which is, for me, it's to be known as the love coach. It's really because I feel like the more people know where to go to, the more I can help them. If people don't know my name, then they can't really come and have me help them find what they want. It's also reaching my own personal goals, which is getting my book out. But that's the professional side of it, and that's only one part of the story. Another part of the story is the personal side, and it's reaching my own personal goals, which was actually to get my first book out and then my second book out, and now I want to get a book out every year. So it's really just staying on top of myself and what my own goals are. And then there's a third part, which is my personal love story and the personal love, family, friendship. It's all the bits that help me inspire my kids, help me inspire the people who are in my immediate circle, and help me inspire myself. And it's really to get that journey for myself and for others.
Success for us has been a few things. I think in day-to-day life, it's small wins. So picking your tasks for the day, knowing what you need to achieve, the main thing, and getting it done. In the long term, my personal idea of success is being able to do what I want to do every day and working on the problems that I want to solve.
You see, I used to have the idea that there was I had a specific goal I needed to follow, and then one day I'm gonna get somewhere, and I'll be successful, right? I had that idea. And since I've been doing this business, really this practice, then things started to shift a little for me in understanding what that really means. Because I could get to a specific spot, and then I'm like, okay, but I'm not sure if I'm already successful. But then I'm realizing that I can be successful every day, right? That feeling when in the evening you go to bed and you feel like, oh, I'm well used. And yeah, okay, you just feel like, okay, I gave everything today. It doesn't mean I got somewhere. It doesn't mean I'm now handled for a lifetime. But I feel like, okay, I gave my all today. I was playful, I played, I told people what I thought, what needed to happen, and
one of the most important thing for me is that I make things easier for the customer. So if the customer says, yeah, we answer phone calls, I say, I want to make it better. And if I can prove to the customer I make him better, I feel so satisfied in myself, so successful. And to tell you the truth, if I even don't get paid for it, I'll go sleep absolutely happy. Because I changed someone's life in the way they do things.
So personally, well, it's changed obviously as I grow through my business. So the first step was sort of saying to myself, wow, yes, I can do this. And then it's like, yes, you can. a big success for me is seeing the change in people from what I do, and seeing like you take someone on a retreat and how they respond at the end of that retreat to the day they walk through the door is just amazing. So that is a real litmus for success for me. And also as I'm growing my business and my client base, and obviously turnover, of course that's the real tangible, yeah, of course, but really it's just seeing how people have reacted to what I do and what my business is about today, which has been really phenomenal. It's been a great platform in here to do it.
I have 5 income streams and I am out there doing the do, action, and I am living, breathing, walking what I say I can. I think you've all heard the word procrastination. I think that is it. People see the action, they know what they have to do. How many times have you spoke to someone who says, yeah, I know what I need to do, I have to get out of bed early, I have to speak to more people, but they don't do the do. It's because their why isn't strong enough. So when you find that why, that thing that sucks you from your heart to make you get out of bed and make you fly, you'll never look back, you'll create the life you want.
I think it's the self-belief. Yeah. It's the self-belief to know that you're going to get there, it's going to happen. Like, I had a vision that I'd be sat like this with you, Nick.
Drinking out of the Tommy Gentleman cup. Can they buy these? Can they get these?
Yes,
buy these?
You can now.
TommyGentleman.com.
But yeah, the vision's there from the start, and it evolves and it materializes, and it takes longer sometimes, or it doesn't take as long sometimes, but the self-belief has to stay there. I think the key message that I would conclude is, if you're not believing in yourself, then how can you guarantee anyone is? Because you're the only person that can guarantee that you believe in you.
Dude, awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's brilliant.
People to use whatever they're using and then help them to move to another level, where they become more powerful, they save more time, they save more money, so that they can start focusing on the most important human activity, and that is thinking. Any employee now, they are in this cycle, the grind, and then the boss will ask them to think. They can't. Why they can't think? Because they are into the cycle, but
massive. I reflect on everything. I journal, I look at ways constructively, it's not criticism, because everything happens for a reason and it's all happening for your highest good. So even if you might think that something's not a success, it still is. And a friend said to me, really good actually, it's like kernels of corn that have just been dropped on the ground and then they suddenly start popping, which is really kind of quite profound, but it's true, because people don't know who you are and what your business is about, and all of a sudden then they start buying into your business. So I think that's a really good way to look at it, because what you think is success, you're only looking at it with your very narrow-minded human eyes. We don't really know what that success eventually will bring.
Well, this is the last interview we're doing of the day. I'm not sure I can get up from this. But thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I wasn't joking, dude. I'm down here for a while. Our skills, qualities, wants and needs all existing uniquely in each of us. But what if we hadn't even begun to live our most efficient self? Why should we accept less of ourselves than the very best that we can achieve? Why should the horizon remain in the distance with its journey uncharted and opportunities unseized? What is the success or change that remains in the distance, seemingly out of reach? It's time to look up and change what could be to what will be. To take control of your life, to reflect on what is most important and what you need to remove. To plan that journey to your next success and overcome those perceived barriers and obstacles that have laid in front of you in the past. All journeys start somewhere. Will yours start with a race?